Welcome all to the weekly outlook. Boone here from EWPRO. So starting with the DXY on the weekly, well, it's actually a monthly. We're on the weekly chart, but it's a monthly count. Wave Z can get up to that 123.6 and the 161.8 as the second target. We've already broken the high, and we're getting that bearish divergence on the monthly and the weekly. So on the daily, nothing's changed. We're still in this wave Y. We're still in this extended wave Y. Then we'll be looking for X2 and then a Z up. On H4, again, nothing's really changed since last week. We're still in this wave Z, extended wave Z. We've got that WXY, X2, and we get that extended wave Z. We are starting to get bearish divergence now between the two tops, between these last two tops. And on the H1, we have the WXY, X2, and the Z up. So what we would really like to see, I mean, you can scalp buys. It's very risky. You know, when we're at this high, what I'd like to see is a break below here, then give us a correction for a short setup. I'm more interested in the short up here now. I mean, this can keep on going, as we know, on the weekly and the monthly, but yeah, you're just scalping if you're looking for buys at this stage. AU, I'll start with the weekly. So there is a possible bear hidden here. We have a possible bear hidden. So this can go and break that low. There's nothing to say that it won't. It is possible. But at this stage, I'm just looking at it as a correction in here. So if we go down to the week, the daily. So we got that WXY, we got that WXY. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like I've shown earlier. So we've got a complex correction in there, and we've gone and broken that low. We can come down to this 50 fib, or totally go and break the low. We may get a bounce off this 150 fib. We'll just have to see. So on the H4, nothing's changed. We're still in this wave Z. We got the bullish divergence. So we had that bear hidden here, and we went and broke that low. So really, you need trend line break, a buy setup before you can buy, or else more than likely it'll just be scalps to the short side. EU on the daily. So again, we've got that WXY. We're still in that wave Y. We'll get an X2 and then a Z. We've got an extended wave in here, like I've mentioned many times. So we're still in this wave Y. H4, we got that A, B, C with an extended wave WXY, X2 and a Z down in the C wave. So we got that extended wave in the C wave. So really, what we need to see, again, you're getting more of a sell setup here. You know? So you could put a sell stop at the low there, and if it triggers you, well, this will be a stop loss, and you're just scalping if you're scalping for shorts. What I'd like to see is a break above there, above the high, and then give us a buy setup to buy. GU on the daily. Like I've mentioned many times before, if I go to the weekly, we have this triangle in here. So we have a A, B, C, D, E. We have that expanding triangle in here. So we've got that A, B, C. So we had that A, B, C on the weekly. So more than likely, this is going to go and break that low before it reverses. But we don't know where this wave is going to end. But it should break that low because we have that triangle in there. On the daily, it's turned into a wave Y. So we got the WX. We're still in that wave Y. Like I've been saying, you can get down to that 161.8 and then give us an X2 and then give us a Z down. On the H4, we got that extended wave Z like the others. More than likely, we'll just get a correction in here and more downside. You really have to wait for that correction. Yeah, you really have to wait for that correction if you're going to sell. And if you're buying, well, you're really only just scalping at this stage too, because there is no impulse up. If you look at the H1, we got the Z down. Really need a breakout and a buy setup to buy. Until we get that, you just stay out of the market. And you on the daily. So this has turned into a WXY. We're nearly down to that 161.8. We may get another large correction in here and then another one down. For like WXY, X2 and a Z down as a complex correction. Yeah, again, they're all very similar. You know, we've got these extended legs, well, not extended legs, but wave Ys on the high time frames. So we do have the bullish divergence here on the H4. So again, you really want to wait for a high correction and then you can buy. So you're looking for a high, break above there, correction or flag, and then buy. UI on the daily. So again, we got that extended wave. We got that WX, extended wave Y. We're still in that. And then we're looking for that X2, then the Z up. H4, we're looking for the second correction. We've got a WXY, looking at X2 and then the Z up. So if you do get a buy setup, you can look for the buy on this one, just to go and break the top. So on the H1, as we're looking at price action now, this can be like an A, B, you get a C down in here, then look for your buy setup in here, and then, you know, take half off at the top if you get this buy setup. So that's what I'll be looking for this week or next week. The Swissy on the daily. So we got that extended wave. Well, not extended wave, but we've got a wave Y here. We've worked out that this is a W, an X, and a wave Y. We've got a contracting flat in here. And it's gone. That's why it's made it so difficult to trade, because we got that contracting flat on the H4. We got that WXY. We're still in that wave Y. Wait for the X2 and then look for the Z up. That's really all you can really do. You really, if you're looking for the buys, you really have to wait for that X2 and then you can trade that Z up. UCAD on the daily. We've gone and broken the top. Now, is this the end of wave C? Like, we're looking at A, all this is B, and we get a C up. It hasn't got anywhere near that 100 pip. We do have bearish divergence, I believe. believe we still have bearish divergence. Yeah, we still got the bearish divergence. So is this over? If we look on the H4, like I said last week, I was looking at this as internal, and we're still in this wave white. So we'll be looking for an X2. We're looking for some sort of a X2 and then a Z up. GY on the daily. So we're looking at that WXY X2. This is starting to come back very deep. It may be an ending diagonal and we get the Z up. We still don't have the bullish hidden, I don't believe. We still haven't got the bullish hidden in here in this wave down. Can start looking for that that Z up, but we don't have that. It'd be better if we had that bull hidden. It'd confirm more upside. This stage it really hasn't confirmed that. On the H4 we do have excuse me, we do have bullish divergence. This is looking very choppy though. So this can be an A, B, C up in here, and then you get another one down, and you get a running or expanding flat in here. So that's a possibility too. So you want to be a little careful with your buys. Is there a buy set up on there? There was a little flag in here, which would have been pretty risky. You had a break above this top, and then a bullish setup. You know, you definitely could look to buy it then. EG on the daily. So we got that Z down. If I just go over it again, WXY X2, we got that choppy Z down. Like I've said for a few weeks now, we can look at this as an A, all this as a B, and we get a C up to that 100 fib, and then we get that A, B, C. So we're looking for price to go up here, up to that 100 fib. Ideally, it's looking very choppy. When we look at the H4, you know, we're going to get a bull hidden here by the look of it. You know, we'll get a bull hidden here. So if you do get any bullish setup, you can look for a buy. It's really only a scalp though to break that top. Ideally, it goes on you. This is, you know, you can see how choppy this is. It's not impulsive at all. So yeah, just be careful with it. Looks like you're getting a sell set up. You're getting a sell set up here on the H1. Now you got that lower low. Ideally, you would have got a larger correction in here and then look for the sell. It's gone already. So if you get any little bearish setup, you can look for it, but it's really only a scalp as well because we're at a low on the EG. So selling is you're really only scalping. Looking at gold on the daily. So we're looking for this A, B, C. Now we've nearly come back to that 100 fib. We got a bull hidden here. So this can give us that A, B, C up, breaking that top, or at least going and breaking that top. On the H4, getting that, we didn't quite get to that 100 fib last week. So we're looking at that A, B, C. We got the bullish divergence. We're just waiting for, just waiting for that trend line break and a buy setup. And then it should be good to buy. We have that bullish divergence. On the H1, we do have excuse me, bullish divergence between this low and this low. So yeah, really need to wait for a buy setup, and then you want to break above here and then give you a buy setup to confirm that the downside is over. So really, just like most of the pairs, we're just waiting for the setup. You have to wait, stay out of the market until you get that setup, or else you're just going to waste your time trading, getting break evens, and or even may lose some money, when it's unnecessary. So looking at WTI, we've got WXY, X2, and then the Z up. We lost all the bearish divergence. So like I've been saying for ages, we're just looking for we're just looking for a correction in here. Possibly down to this trend line, and then we get a bounce up and get more upside, breaking the top. Now, this, oh, excuse me, this may be over. Like I said, this may be, like a few weeks back, I was looking for that, like A, B, C. We got that C up, but we never got this larger C down. So then we could look at that as a contracting flat. So we get an A, B, C in here, and then it goes up and breaks the top. It's still possible. This is looking very choppy in here now. So we can sort of, if I remove that, so we can sort of start to look at the last few legs. We got an A, B, C in here. So we're looking at A, B, C. I'm actually in this trade for this C up. If I remove that and I get the fib here, so we're looking at the largest C up. I'm looking for that 100 fib. That 100 fib is my target. So again, we're looking at like an A, B, C as a running flat in here, and then the A, B, C. So you can sort of scalp it if you wish. It's starting to get risky. You really want to, because at this stage we have a bear hidden here. So it's very risky to be trying to look for buys now. You want to be in this buy here or even lower, because we do have that possible bear hidden here. So this may go and break that low now, and not break that top. So you have to be very careful. Bitcoin on the daily. So no surprise here. We're looking at a correction there. I was looking for another one up. I was looking for an A, B, C, and then get another one up. Not long after last week, we went and broke that low. That was the invalidate. Well, actually, this was the invalidation point that I mentioned. If price breaks below there, we're going down to break the low. We do have bullish divergence between these two lows. I'll take that off because that didn't give us what I was looking for. So we don't have any bullish divergence on the H4. It looks like you may be getting a buy set up in here just for a scalp. If we go down to the H1, and see, even on the H1, we don't have any bullish divergence, so it's very risky. And there may be a possible bear hidden here, to go and play that low. So you want to wait for a very nice setup before you look for the buy. It's still really no buy setup on it unless you go down on the lower time frames and figure it all out on the lower time frames. But on this time frame here, it's looking bullish, but there is a lot of risk involved. On the S&P, so if I remove some of this, we're looking at that A, B, C. Now it's gone back. last week it just broken the 100 fib here. So it's turned into more of a motive structure now and not a corrective. So we may be looking at price getting down to this 161.8 before we get like a WXY, then we get the X2 and then the Z down. So there still may be more downside in it. On the H4, we got that. Did the bullish divergence hold? I think it did just. I think the bullish divergence did hold just. But yeah, really, we got the 5 down on the H4. Is there a buy setup? We really need the buy setup to be able to buy. And at this stage, we have the bear hidden. So this can come and break that low. We really need to see a break above this top, taking out the possible bear hidden, and then get a correction, and then you can look for the buy. Wait for the buy setup. AU 200. This one's looking better. If we got the bullish divergence, we got the higher height. Wait for your correction and look for the buy. On the DAX, like I said last week, this is looking very corrective in here. We didn't have that bear hidden, so I was just looking for this more than likely a very deep correction back to the 78.6 or 90 fib retracement, and then we'll just get an A, B, C before we get more downside, possible more downside. Are we getting a buy set up on it? You had a pretty rough flat here, but yeah, if you get bullish setups, little flags, you could look for the buy for sure, just for that C up, just for a C up. So you want to be definitely at break even at that top and just look for your 100 fib. This may not be over. We're in a B wave, so this may not be over yet. And looking at the FTSE on the daily, again, we got a nice impulse down, very deep correction. So more than likely this is an A, this is a B, we get a C up, and then we get the A, B, C as a larger correction before we go and break the top again. So I hope you enjoyed this weekly outlook. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you out there next week.